I just wanted to preface this video by saying I do not encourage nor condone the use of cigarettes or weed or anything similar to that, and if you're under the age of 18, you can get out of my channel right now, but I'm going to go ahead and get the video started, and make sure to like and subscribe, of course, and enjoy. Thank you. Alrighty, so today I'm going to be smoking and reviewing the Marlboro Black cigarette. This pack is pretty simple. It's got the classic upside down V of the Marlboro brand with Philip Morris right here, and then Marlboro. It just says Marlboro Black on the side right there, Marlboro up top, and yeah, Surgeon General warnings right there. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this pack open. Let's see. Not really any interesting textures on the pack or anything. It just all feels like a cigarette a box. Doesn't really feel like anything special, sadly. It would be pretty cool if it was something special, but it's not. So let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. So let's see. Black foil, that's definitely interesting. I've never actually had a Marlboro Black cigarette, so this is all new to me. Let's go ahead and pop that open. And then I'm going to pack these real quick. And then there we go. Alrighty. So let's, these should not be the menthol, these should be the regular full flavored. So the Marlboro Black, it looks like a super simple cigarette. One line of perforation with just Marlboro right there. So nothing too special. But I think without further ado, let's go ahead and get this lit up and try it. What's that taste? Tastes like a Marlboro Red. Kind of tastes like a more smoky Marlboro Red, so it's kind of weird. I don't know. This is weird. As I said, I've never had either a Marlboro Black or Marlboro Black Menthol. I have never had either of them. It's just not been something that has appealed to me. But wow, that just tastes like a Marlboro Red. There's nothing to this. Wow, that's weird. So a little bit of fun fact history that you might not know. The Marlboro Black line was created to reinvigorate millennials into cigarettes. So they were created as like, hey look, so the Marlboro Red was the 60s and 70s, but the Marlboro Black was meant to be the Marlboro Red of the 80s and not, or maybe not of the 80s and 90s, but of like the early 2000s and stuff. I'm not exactly 100% sure when the Marlboro Black line came on sale, but I did read that it was a way for Marlboro to try to reinvigorate their sales with younger buyers, which I think is pretty interesting. And it worked, honestly. A few of my friends who did smoke, when they were like 16, 17, maybe don't smoke anymore, but when they were smoking when they were 16 or 17, they were smoking Marlboro Blacks because, I mean, like, it looks edgy. It's black. I'm like, who wouldn't want a Marlboro Black if you're like trying to be edgy? So it really does appeal to people that are younger, in my opinion at least. Yeah, in my opinion, there's really not much too interesting with this cigarette. It just tastes like a Marlboro Red in my opinion, and I've been smoking the Red 100s, so I don't know. It's kind of weird. I would say, if anything, it's not as sweet as the Marlboro Red. The Marlboro Red is a full-flavored cigarette, of course, but it is a kind of sweet full-flavored cigarette in my opinion. Sweet in a cigarette way, of course. Not as sweet as like the Marlboro Southern Cuts or something like that, but still pretty sweet nonetheless. This is not as sweet. This is more sour, but it's not terribly sour. It's still pretty sweet. But, you know, in my opinion, honestly, I think they were lazy and they just rebranded the Marlboro Red. I'll be completely honest. There's nothing special about this. It is a good ciggy though. What can I say? Ooh, man. I'm getting pretty buzzed right now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not smoking with my Targuard filter because, as said, I'm going to be doing first impression reviews without the filter, just so I can get the full taste and the full body and everything. So, but with the next videos are going to have the Targuard filter. Let's see. How's the body on this? Yeah, pretty good body, I'd say. Whew. Not bad. Taking some hints from Nick. You know what I'm saying? The goat. Whew, man. This is pretty good, though. I'm getting very buzzed, I will admit. This is the most buzzed I've been in probably a couple days, so this is really nice. Whew, man. I will admit, the tar guard filters do knock down the nicotine a little bit, but in my opinion, it's worth it. Whew, man. And I'm getting this buzzed after I ate full-ass breakfast. I ate toast and sausage for breakfast, so I had a bunch of protein, and usually when I have protein, I don't really get too buzzed in the morning. But this is surprising. This is a pretty heavy cig. So I do think there might be more nicotine in this, but I'm not 100% on that. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting more buzzed off this than the Marlboro 100s, or Marlboro Red 100s. So I think there might be more nicotine in this than in the Marlboro Reds. But it just tastes like a Marlboro Red, so. But it makes sense for a youth line. Shove as much nicotine as you can in a cigarette, and then sell it. And it tastes like a Marlboro Red. So, it makes perfect sense in my opinion. And I think there's like 3 hits left, so I'm gonna go ahead and take those. Whew. Man, cannot complain. I'm enjoying this though. I think there's one more hit left, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Whew. It's right at the filter. Tastes a little bit of filter on that last hit. But yeah, that's the cigarette. Overall, I'd probably rate this 8.5 out of 10. It's not my top 5 just because it tastes like a Marlboro Red. I'd much rather smoke a Marlboro Red just because I'm like, Marlboro Red's the classic. I'd much rather smoke that. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope this review was informative. And yeah, I do recommend these if you're looking for something with a lot of nicotine in it, but I do not recommend these if you are a new youth smoker, and don't smoke at all if you're a youth, just because you're going to get hooked, straight up. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more content. I have my Instagram that's linked in the description down below, along with my book. I highly recommend you check both those out. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and until the next one, peace. Stay safe out there.